Hey, welcome to Man Kitchen Recipes. I am Kevin, and today I'm going to show you how I make brisket chili Colorado. That's right, brisket chili Colorado. Now, normally brisket chili Colorado is made with chuck roast, and this series is pretty much making things that you can make with chuck roast, but with brisket out of that 115-pound brisket that I had. And this, I'm telling you, look at that. There's so many things you can, so many recipes you can make with chili Colorado. I'm not going to make any right now, but if you want to come over tomorrow, if you're watching this the day it airs, and you want to see what I make with this, you'll have to come over to Tortilla Takeover to see what exactly I'm going to make with this over there, because I'm doing both channels with this brisket cook. I make stuff over there and I make stuff over here. And let me just tell you, everything so far has been absolutely fantastic. Replacing a more expensive chuck roast with a less expensive brisket, making the same kind of meals, and I'll tell you what, the brisket takes it to the next level. So let me show you how I put this together, and I'll come back and we'll do a taste test. I'm going to use my 3.5-pound point off of that 15-pound brisket. Okay, it's a good chunk of meat. And the other day when I made my French dip, brisket French dip, I used this coffee rub, the red chili coffee rub, and it was really, really good. So I thought, I'm going to do that on here too. And like I mentioned, if you haven't seen that one, the coffee rubs don't make your beef taste like coffee. It makes it a lot more flavorful. It really brings out the flavor. Okay, that'll work. I will be using a Meat Stick 5 in there today, and I'm doing it in the drum smoker. I think I'm gonna do it at about 230, 235, a little higher than 225, and we'll let it roll till the meat stick tells us it's ready. And even though I'm not using both sticks on the Meat Stick Duo, I think I'm gonna use this one today. As soon as you take these out of this, they turn on. And that should register that here pretty soon. Anyway, let's get this in there and get it ready. Okay. Like I said, when the barrel smoker is ready, we'll put this on it. Okay, for those who are curious, I have this older Pitmaster IQ. This is one of their lower ends. And you can set it for your barrel smoker. It's a blower. And it's got the dial here, and if the light is green solid, that's what temp it's at. So if I go down, 225 is where I'm at right now. So I'm going to put the brisket on here, but I'm going to go for about 235. Anyway, if you have a blower on your barrel smoker, it really makes it like a pellet grill, where it keeps it maintains the temperature at whatever you set it at, and man, they run so smooth and produce such great smoky flavored food. Alright, looks like my Pitmaster IQ did turn solid green at 235. If you can see it down there or not. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Boy, I need to repaint my lid. Alright. A chunk of pecan wood on here today. Alright. Meat Stick 5, Meat Stick Duo. Here's my temp reading right there. All right, we'll see you when it hits about 155, 160, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, my meat stick is stalling at 157. Oh yeah, look at that. Excuse my reach. All right, look at that, nice color. So I'm gonna put this on this pan and show you the next step. I'm gonna turn my barrel up 250 for the next step, so let me go do that. See you inside. All right, so what we're going to do on this next step is get the brisket into a pan, just like that. Need to remove my meat stick here in a minute, but I'm just going to put some Wex red chili sauce. Like I said, we're in New Mexico. We can buy the jarred because it's really good. It's made by restaurants around the state. So I am going to add 1 jar of red chili sauce, which is 16 ounces. Okay, I'm going to put a cup of beef broth in my red chili jar. Shake it up. So I got the red chili sauce with 1 cup of beef broth. Keep it loose. And now the fat from this point, the tallow will render into this sauce. So yeah, it's going to be good. All right, take the meat stick out. Cover it with foil. A nice tight seal on there. Stick the meat stick back down in there. And we're going to take this probably up to between 203 and 210. I might go to 210. We'll see how tender it gets. Since it is the point, there's a lot of fat to render out. So yeah, let's take it back out to the barrel. All right. Oh, shoot. I always clean the grate off because I don't want my pan sticking. Or if you're using just straight foil, you don't want it to stick to your grates and tear a hole when you remove it. So, and then I got my little sensor clip. This clip is what you clip onto your grate to maintain the heat with my Pitmaster IQ. All right, put that back in there. Again, I turned it up to 250 degrees. We'll let it ride. See when it's ready. All right. Meat stick says it's a 201. Let's just give it a test. That is on. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is done. That's measuring 202. Okay, I'm gonna take this off and let it rest before we shred the beef. Shred the brisket. Can't wait. Close this up, shut it down. Okay, so my meat stick is saying that my brisket has cooled down to 155. Take the stick out. Now this brisket chili Colorado, you can make all kinds of stuff with it. It's mostly Mexican food, but you know, you can make tacos, enchiladas, burritos, whatever. So what I want to do now is shred this point, and when I shred it, I want to get all the fat that I can get out of it. I'm going to set this over here and remove all that excess fat that we don't really need. Okay, so that's got that big fat line right through the center here. Trying to keep the meat and get rid of the fat. Okay, and we're going to have this meat shredded right into that red chili sauce that also has the tallow from the brisket and a little bit of beef broth. I needed to keep it wet while it was smoking. Okay, so I'm just going to shred this up. Look at that brisket. Okay, I'm going to get this shredded. I'll be right back. All right, there's my brisket chili Colorado. There really wasn't a whole lot of fat, like this kind of fat right here. And that's the hard fat that you get in a brisket. But for the most part, the fat rendered out and it's shredded up so nice. If you've never had chili Colorado, you've got to try this with a brisket instead of a chuck roast. But there's so many different recipes you can use this with. So anyway, yeah, let's get a taste of this. All right, so what do you think of that? If you don't have a barrel smoker, obviously you can smoke this in your pellet grill. You can smoke your piece of brisket or whatever smoker that you have, and you don't even have to smoke it. You can make it in the oven if you want. But of course, I love the taste of the smoky food, and the taste of the pecan wood in that barrel smoker really adds a lot of good smoke flavor. So anyway, there it is. brisket chili Colorado. One more cook on my brisket meal experiment, I guess you could call it. And like I said, I've been doing it between this channel and my other channel, Tortilla Takeover. So let me just take a taste of that for you right now because I know it's going to be good. Oh my. All right. Chili Colorado is fantastic with chuck roast. It's over the top with brisket. That is so good, okay? You can see in the background, I'm getting ready to make something with this that's going to appear over at Tortilla Takeover. So like I said, if you're watching this the day that I put it out, you'll have to wait until tomorrow, Taco Tuesday, to see what I'm making with this brisket chili Colorado over on Tortilla Takeover. And if you're not watching this right after if you're not watching it on the day I release it, run over there after this video and see what I did. All right. Thanks for checking this out. If you've never made chili Colorado before, look up the recipe or follow how I did it. It's very simple. And give it a try. It's very flavorful, full of flavor with chuck and even more so with brisket. All right. Thanks for checking out Man Kitchen Recipes. Hope you have a great day and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.